He left the party. I didn't even know he was in here. What the fuck?
Hey, but still pop out CC like some of the songs.
Man, you know I'ma tap in, bro.
Fuck.
Oh, let's go. Hunt that football.
Fuck my neck up. I'm not even gonna take home.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left.
2 touchdown runs in a row. Let's go.
Footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
The corn guy ain't had to make it on the way to the haircut fucking great. I don't know about that too, real. Oh, oh, shit. To a back hurt, back hurt. Yeah, go for the bullshit. I remember your face when it's no peace.
Damn, bro. How the fuck does he get that open?
You got our place. And you feel out. You ain't turn his baby mama till he starts out. He said he starts out. Person. Oh yeah, that glizzy about to drop.
Bro, he has 99 catching. How does he drop that?
Who?
Hunter Henry.
He got 99 catching?
He's got like 90 something catching. And he just fucking got tapped by a corner and dropped the catch because he already had it. Damn, bro. Fucking Hamler is fast.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
Hey, here we go. He's playing now. I don't even know them real. Like a real colorway.
There you go, Chris Harris. Let's take this bitch back.
She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Bro, that's such bullshit.
Wait, 20! Check, 47!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Blocked his field.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, set! Alabama, 380! Watch the safety creep!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner,
No way
especially in the second
Kareem
half,
Jackson
when you've got
can
a
catch
running back of
Austin
this
Eckler.
size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh my God, Justin Simmons catches in the next play.
Now he'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good
Bro,
spot. You know
Eckler
that
for real
like
just
to take a
fumbled on the
shot in this
1-yard
part
line.
of the field.
Damn.
But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 72.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and say, you got to get him off.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Bro, he really just fucked up my entire game right there by fumbling.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Sony Michel, his first carry. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Even. 4th down. Even.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Thomas, the intended target.
Thank you, Zeke.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Mike, 380.
Bro, this dude is so lucky with this passing, this Broncos guy. So lucky.
Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I got you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Oh, bro, what the fuck?
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Stay with your man. Hey, go 66.
Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, my God. I was thinking on your car. Being on my back. You let me fall. You give me time. And you fall. Now y'all know where.
Man, fuck Rieger. He just dropped a huge-ass catch.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Bro,
and
I
some
picked that
dangerous
shit up and he
territory.
fucking
Already
had it in
down
his
3
hands
scores.
easy, came down and just fucking dropped
an inability to put any points up.
Oh, he better get this, though. There we go. That's redemption. That's a touchdown.
Against his
Hell yeah.
For a big shot downfield. You know,
yeah.
get all these points back on one drive.
Now that's how to make up for it.
And last
Welcome
time
to
I
the
looked, it's still the
team.
first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's just been getting so damn lucky throwing up these long-ass crossing routes.
Breeze now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
2 fucking zones.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 21-0 our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Breezes throw on target to Cook, and he'll be stopped
How did that dude just
right
get that
at
open
midfield.
in man coverage?
12 yards there, good for a
There's no
Saints
defender
first
around
down.
him.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Check.
Here I come again. Switch.
On second down, Michelle. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Tyrann Mathieu doesn't get that pick.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, you know,
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now Jones. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Benjamin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Sugar.
Check, 47. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I'm trying to...
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Wait, that's 53!
Go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Check it, reload!
56.
From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
What's good?
After playing?
This will be taken
I
in
can barely
at the
hear you.
1. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Just threw another pick in the end zone. Damn. Yeah, there's 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. I'm down by 2 scores and a fucking 2-point conversion.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive.
How do you not catch that, bro?
They need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Not Mike Evans. Keenan Allen. Fucking
normally I'm the one preaching patience. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
How fast is that corner at Debo? Because he just won't fucking lose Rieger.
Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56.
He is pretty fast.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope out? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Oh, and of course I'm on the 2-yard line. Why didn't he get the touchback?
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1.
What the fuck is that?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Pass complete here to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
53.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick.
Oh, there we go.
Turns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
I'm getting dotted
and running
up.
into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that
I mean, I picked him off 4 times,
stories
but
about
fuck.
teams actually doing
Still
that
getting
back in the good
passes
old
off.
days.
Wait, that. Let's set a tone. 53 Linda.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Ozzy. Ozzy.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Let's go. Fuck Lindsay, outrun him.
You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80.
On second down now, Benjamin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Brady to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
I'm happy with that. He might have won.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
Mike 47.
53 Linda. Don't let him.
Brady now on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he finds Howard complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there. 52 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Again, it's Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
95-56. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Switch. Hey, goal 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught by Evans. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Brady now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
72.
From the gun, Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on.
Done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
You still going? I'm playing bro from the Dolphins right now.
What's y'all score?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side of the lost yard.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for yardage.
I seen the first pick.
Pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. The open man here, Renfrow. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze, Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Breeze going to throw. And Thomas has it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Breeze now. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets up
I need that.
Down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Brady.
Oh, he fumbled, yeah.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Brady going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
No, 66.
Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.
Yeah.
So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.